Juber, who happens to be the former lead guitarist for Paul McCartney and Wings, and is truly considered one of the greatest living guitarists that's out there. Laurence can play pop and rock and jazz and country and folk and really any style of music, I would pretty much imagine. He has worked with legends, and let me just tell you a couple of them. 3 of the 4 Beatles, and now he is ready to blow us away with a performance here on Sonoran Living Live. But first, I just wanted to spend some time and just chat with you. Good morning, welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming in from LA to spend some time with us. You're here at the MIM performing.
Tonight, yeah.
Now, I was reading that you do something like 100 performances a year.
About that, yeah.
That has you on the road quite a bit.
Quite a bit, yeah. And I do studio work in LA too, so I'm working all the time.
All the time.
Now the kids are out of the house. I feel freer to travel.
So you completely relate to that me time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So tell me about, I want you to name drop, because you've had such an amazing career, it sounds like, really working with some of the premier legends in the music industry.
In many different fields. I mean, I played on Barry Manilow's last record.
Which, by the way, just in the interest of full disclosure, I'm a complete fan-a-lo.
Okay.
Complete fan-a-lo.
I just worked with Paul Williams on a song for a documentary about him. I recently worked with Seal.
Oh, okay.
On a track for him, and I played on hundreds of TV shows.
Really?
Home Improvement.
Okay.
You know, every time you hear...
That's you?
That's me playing guitar, yeah. And I did all the guitar on a show called Seventh Heaven, which ran for 11 years.
Okay.
And that's just, you know, and then movies like Good Will Hunting, Dirty Dancing, Pocahontas.
I have to ask, now that you mentioned Dirty Dancing, when you do these sorts of opportunities and you have these opportunities, do you get to meet those stars, or is it kind of a
on Dirty Dancing, we recorded She's Like the Wind with Patrick Swayze in the studio. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, you know, and it just depends. I mean, I've done sessions both ways, so you never know.
Well, let's bring up some pictures here, because I want you to talk us through these pictures so that we can kind of take a trip down memory lane and learn a little bit more about you.
Okay, Wings. Yeah, that was, I think that would have been 1979.
Okay.
Still somewhat wet behind the ears. That was when my daughter Ilse was born in 1986.
Okay.
I was working with George Harrison, and Hope, my wife, was kind of frustrated because she was giving birth, and you know, she had the baby, and then I went off to the studio to work with George.
So is the life of a music artist.
But George was very sweet and said, well, you know, when you're ready, bring the baby to the studio. So
that's
it was
nice.
So nice, because he made some, like, said some kind of
Look at Paul
prayer
McCartney, my gosh. That's making us all feel old. This stroll down memory lane.
And of course, Linda was an amazing woman, really just a fantastic woman, and I spent a lot of time with her.
How did you get so connected with such influential people in the music industry?
I play guitar.
And
people
you must,
you just like,
how did you get noticed though? Because so many people do a great job, but they're never ever, you know, able to experience your life.
I grew up in London. And from an early teenager, it was my ambition to be a studio musician.
Okay.
I was kind of shy, and I didn't really seek the spotlight, but I loved playing guitar, and I wanted to master it. And I got into being a studio player from being in the National Youth Jazz Orchestra there. And then it just kind of snowballed, and after a period of working full-time in the studios, I got asked to join Wings. And then when Wings folded, I moved to New York and then to LA, and
the rest
continued,
is history.
yeah, and just kept doing it. Yeah.
Well, let's let people hear a little bit of what you're going to be playing for your sold-out audience over at the MIM tonight.
Sold out at MIM, yeah. Okay, this is a Beatles song. This is, I Saw Her Standing There.
hours. That is so amazing. And those
Well, thank
fingers
you.
move so fast.
Yep.
My goodness. Well, you're going to be performing tonight, and that's going to be at 7 p.m. At the Musical Instrument Museum. Unfortunately, it is sold out, as we mentioned. But for more information on other fantastic events to go to, and perhaps the next time you roll into town,
Yeah, well, my website, laurencejuber.com, just my name.com.
you can find him, and we'll provide a link on that, to that is, on sonoranliving.com.